All right, it's Rick again. I'm over at Walnut Creek Park and I am ready to go for another little ruck. Today we're carrying about 32 pounds. That includes 2 bottles of water. And my intention is to stay really on the pass. As you can see over there, this is kind of a trailhead, and there's a path that leads off to the left and to the right. Those are pretty nicely maintained. So today's rucking is actually going to be on level paths, not so much of a hike, really just about carrying weight some distance. So, all right, I'll check back in later. I love the bridge they put along this pathway. I will say Austin has done a really good job with stuff, I think. Ah, yeah, little creaky poo. It wasn't that many months ago. This was drier than a bone, man. Uh, yeah, with all the heat that we had over the summer, and I am sure it's coming back like that once summer gets going. It was, I think, mid 80s, high 80s today, and we're still in February. So the area we're coming up on is usually, well, it used to not have any graffiti, now it's starting to get some. That's actually, I'm good with it. I like that whole self-expression thing. And we're coming up to a bridge for Lawrence Road. Lawrence Road basically intersects the creek, or I should say, goes over the creek. And we've got a couple of creeks, Walnut Creek and Branch Creek, maybe, are the two that combine and um, yeah, basically combine in one creek right before you get to this bridge. I'll try and zoom back so we'll be able to see it. Okay, so right where you've got that stand in the middle um, for the sewer, um, or some sort of manhole at least, you'll see the running water on the right hand side and a little more still water on the left. The still water is the creek that we just passed over. The running water is Branch Creek. Little view underneath the bridge. And coming out Post Bridge, this is the creek with some apartment complexes running along the left bluff above it. So, continuing the walk, ruck walk. Um, so, at the end of this particular trail, there's a neighborhood, and the trail does a little loopy, and then I'm going to start making my way back. I'm going to try and get a little more off the beaten path on the way back, and we'll catch up on some more video there as well. All right. So, don't know how you feel about high tension lines. Not a fan of having to walk around them. So I'll be crossing this area kind of quickly. Just thought I would put it on the video as of note. All right, as promised, here is the loop at the end of the trail. Has kind of a pop access into the neighborhood behind it, and otherwise it just loops you back on. In the center during the spring and summer, there's usually a whole bunch of flowers. So I am heading back to the starting point now, but I wanted to kind of get a little off the beaten path. And beside the trail, on this side of Lamar, there's actually a trail, more of a traditional trail. I'll show a video of it here in just a second. But it goes back into the neighborhood. I haven't followed it to see where it actually demarks at, but I'm going to be taking it on the way back, and I'll just give you a quick glimpse. So that is the trail pointing back toward the neighborhood, and this is the path that kind of mirrors the actual trail that I'm following, which is actually just through that clearing where that one tree is standing right there. So anyway, here we go. Oh, these actually may be the first buds I'm seeing of the season. Well, welcome spring. Yay! More trail to go. And here is another one of those trail pops I was talking about. As you can see, it's just a easy access from the main trail. I always find myself looking really closely at areas like this. Um, I've come upon numbers of deers in this area of Austin already, and I just think it's gorgeous when that happens. Last week I was in a more industrial park area, and I came across I think it was herd. I mean, it was like 9 or 10 deer. Um, Most of them were doe. I saw one or two bucks, and yeah, it was just so cool because I never think of like industrial, and probably industrial isn't the right word, probably just more corporate, right? Like large corporate offices and stuff like that. I would have thought that I would have scared away wildlife because it's not quite really close to the park, even though there are a lot of woods in the area. It's closer, honestly, to the highway. It's really the particular building they were at was tangent to the highway, or an entryway for the highway. And they were just hanging out in the parking lot. So, and it was kind of about this time at night or evening, not night really. But yeah, I think that sort of stuff is just so cool. And I've come across deer so many times when I'm out here walking. So yeah, good stuff. By the way, fun fact. I was looking this up a day or two ago because some people may or may not have noticed that I put a video stream out there called Squirrel Cam 3000. I haven't figured out how to keep it consistently up yet, so there's videos and then they cut off, and then I have to renew the live stream and blah blah. It's a pain in the butt. But all that being said, I've noticed squirrels are starting to, like a squirrel in particular, is starting to kind of come down and check me out as I'm feeding them. And I was curious because I've been feeding them for about a year and a half, 2 years, maybe consistently. And I guess squirrels live 16 years. I had no idea. That's almost the lifespan of cats and dogs and other small type animals. But yeah, 16 years. So I think it's reasonable to think this guy actually recognizes me, which is kind of cool actually. So yeah, there we go. All right, so here we go, back at the car. Yay! The little ruck was successful. I will say though, I'm not sure about this ruck versus like just wearing a weight vest and going out. I think I've got more weight in my weight vest right now than I do in the pack. So, and you know, I guess the only difference is the pack is less center mass maybe than the weight vest is, because it hugs you. Sorry, it might have been loud. Because it hugs you front and back, where the pack is just on your backside. I'm not sure. Something else, if you're going to be out and about, and if you're going to get into like the woodsy areas right now, be aware. I just saw my first tick of the season. Love those critters. But yeah, he luckily he hadn't bit into me or anything. He was just walking on my hand. Um, but I'm gonna get out of here and go hit the sauna. So, all right, everybody. Hey, thanks so much for joining, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you want, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be out here rucking. Hopefully, it's gonna be a weekly thing. Also, just FYI, I'm thinking about starting up a meetup group, or three maybe, here in the Austin area, but one specifically designed with health span and longevity in mind. And, hopefully I can, extend an invitation and get some other people interested in doing stuff like rucking and just getting out in general. And maybe we can get some more content from it. All right. Thanks.